Well, up until a few years ago, bike racing was all about getting your knee down, but a bit of a trend in the final 3 years has been about elbow down. And one of the riders who's been doing that quite a lot is Pol Espargaro, especially since he's come up to MotoGP. Now, we're going to actually talk with Stefano Corte from Dainese, and I think Stefano, Pol has given you quite a few problems with the elbow.
Oh yes, in the late years he started to touch the ground with the elbow, so we had to develop a new system, a new slider. So in the last 2 years we found out the right position for the elbow, because depend of the circuit, and sometimes they lean more, and so we found out that this is the best area to cover for them.
Okay.
This is a product that now you can also find in the shop, so every customer can feel as a rider on the track and try to.
So they have to get their elbow down on the road now.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
In the track. In the track.
In the track. Okay.
Yes. And here there are just 2 screws.
And is this the same kind of material from the knee slider, or is it maybe a little bit softer?
No, it's the same material.
The same material.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
and the slider which we've just seen.
Here we are, and then I put back the 2 slider. It takes a little bit more time to change it than a knee slider.
Yep.
But usually it lasts one entire race, so they don't need to change it during the session.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So this slider, obviously, you're just showing us putting this back on. The slider which you've just taken off from Pol, did he use that all day long, or was that just in the afternoon?
Oh no, this is about 30 laps.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So more than a race.
Okay. And this development process, though, I think it's taken you quite some time, because I know last year we had a similar discussion, and it started off with like a small slider.
We had the Velcro, the area with the Velcro, and then we made a different position and just figure out where was where they touch the ground, and then we developed for sure with this shape that is better to see than the other one.
Well, Stefano, thank you very much. Very interesting. Now we're going to actually talk to Pol and find out why he gets his elbow down on the ground.
Well, who I started to see this style, and who I started to see the elbow really waist, especially on Jerez. I were in Moto2 and I went on the track of Dainese, and I saw the leather suit of Bradle really waist, and I said, how it's possible to waist the elbow? It's impossible. And after the year after, I went with elbow also on the ground. I don't know why, but I think the evolution of the bikes, the new tires of the bikes, you know, makes able this style and makes that you turn more, your angle is higher. So I think it's the develop of the bikes. It's like the stress of the bike. You take the stress of the bike, and the movement of the bike you take on your body. You know, when you are on the bike and you are charging all your weight on the rear suspension, you make more stress on the tire, and the weight of the tire is higher. Then if you put this weight outside the bike, you know, on the ground, you are making less stress on the bike. You are tuning more because you are pushing more on the corner, and yeah, helps in different situations, but especially on the weight of the tire and turning. For me, it helps a little bit more. Yeah, well, you put some weight on the elbow, on the ground, and also on the knee, both a little bit. But I think with the elbow you have a little bit more the limit. You know a little bit more where is the limit of the bike. With the knee you never know, but with the elbow you know how is your angle, and also if you have some small crash, you know, a small advice, you can pick up the bike with the elbow. So it's an extra help that you have on the corner, inside the corner, that for that reason sometimes you are really close to crash, but you can pick up the bike again with the elbow. So I think it's the last advice you have on the bike.